It's time for the deck of the day with Quest D Hunter. The idea behind the deck is we are going to be using the food chain that gives us the reward of SHOKK, which discovers a 8, 6, and 4 attack beast now instead of giving you random copies, which means the Discover package in this deck is actually quite strong. And we can even get up to 3 quests completed thanks to our Tide Pool pupils within this list, making this a real fun one if you're looking for some way to push Quest Hunter to its absolute limits. Before we get into the Mulligan guide, it is worth mentioning that bird watching into Scarab Keychain or Ravager is actually incredibly bad, and you never want to choose either of those cards. But if you do, you do have Odd Map as a chance to still have a 1 or 7 cost beast within your list. All right, for the Mulligan guide, first thing to watch out for is going to be Tide Pupil. This will allow you to have the quest online multiple times throughout the game, and then you're going to be looking for Scarab Keychain as your only one attack beast, then any of the other early game minions or removal tools / draw power cards. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, DK. I'm curious. There are a few different DK variants floating around right now. I know Blood is floating around. I know Starship / Stegodon. Basically the deck that I put up last, there's a lot of different variations of the exact same list. I am actually kind of amazed that no one had done the Eliza combo with it before, but I guess I just got a little bit ahead of the curve there. Oh, that's actually a pretty nice top deck. Does allow us to get our quests twice this game, which DK is actually a matchup where this will probably matter. Test of Breath. Okay, we can coin out our Exarch here, and the next turn we can just start discovering. I know we haven't played any beasts yet, but this might be a slower game for that, actually. Okay, we can hopefully discover a cheap beast. Okay, that's not a cheap beast, but we can grab fetch. Catch of the day. Perfect. That's actually exactly what we needed to see. Okay, I'm going to leave the 2-1 up. I'm assuming they'll probably hit into it with their minion and then eat the remaining HP with the leech. Also, leech DK is something that I haven't covered on the channel. There's a lot of, okay, there's a few classes that right now I have a lot of ideas for. I just need to figure out which one I want to do first. The next video on the channel is probably going to be Draenei Warrior. I had some really fun replays with the deck, but sadly, after playtesting it for about 30 games, I do not think that deck is that great. But it's better than it used to be, so oh well. But yeah, that video should be fun to watch. Maybe not like a craft. But it's been a while since I've done like do not craft this list because it's bad, right? Oh, actually should have won for the 1 attack minion. But we're getting closer and closer to completing the quest. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, actually, never mind. It hasn't been that long since I did a deck that was like, don't craft this list because it's a meme. That would fall to the Ultra Gigasaur list. To be fair, I did that list actually like 2 weeks ago, and then I just kept delaying it because I had better ideas that I wanted to put out instead. But yeah. Also, next week, content-wise, might be a little bit weird, just because I don't know per se when I'm putting up content. I have a lot of ideas for the Tavern Brawl. Let me know down below if you guys are actually interested in seeing a video on the Tavern Brawl next week. It's the dual class Tavern Brawl that they're putting out. I think we'll do one video on that. I would do more if I wasn't out of town. It just falls on the 1 week that I'm one of the 2 weeks I'm out of town. Real life stuff. So it is what it is. Actually, the cool thing would be maybe like they announce the mini set next week. Here's question number 2. But yeah, like they announced the mini set next week, and then like me being a little bit behind wouldn't matter too much in the long run. I'm trying to get like a little bit ahead of schedule again, which is why we're doing the Draenei list still, no matter what. But yeah, I have some fun ideas for dual class cards. I'm curious actually how that'll work with tourists, because are you going to be able to include 3 types of cards instead of 2? Okay, what are we going to discover here? Oh, Agmerigan is actually pretty good. ×2. Omen's not bad. King Plush is also tempting. Honestly, all of these cards aren't that bad to choose. Stegodon could just be a lot of Omen's probably the best. Sasquatch. We only have room for 1, so oh well. Okay, we can pop both of these. Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Oh, well, Poison Breath. Yeah, I also kind of I know there's a Floppy Hydra DK list floating around right now. I might do a little bit more research into it. I needed that to complete the quest the second time. If we don't do that, I might do a Floppy Hydra, like, rogue list, because I think that could be cool, too. Well, I mean, give us all the rush minions back, right? Why not, right? Okay, going for tracking. And we want... Ooh, Monarch isn't bad. Just because it's like 2 of them, right? I'm going to slam down 1 of them just so it gets us the 7 drop in rotation. The problem is going to be... We actually might have wanted to choose odd map there, to be fair. Yeah, also, if y'all were looking forward to the Quest Demon Hunter list, I'm sorry. I cannot be bothered with that list. I tried for so long. Okay. I mean, yeah, we knew that was going to be what it is. Also, story of, I can't remember what the card's called. The original quest, Carnassia or whatever, Brood. I'm honestly amazed that that card hasn't seen play. Like, I know it technically shovels in a bunch of bricks into your deck, but, like, that plus bird watching, I think, maybe it's just because, like, it isn't enough. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to, like, buff them up, and I guess it is, like, a delay on them. So maybe that's why it doesn't see too much play. I think it's a cool card, okay? Actually, do any of the story quests see play? I'm trying to think of any of them that aren't randomly generated, right? Because I easily could say, oh, hey, the story card for Priest and the story card for Mage see play, but they get randomly generated. Oh, the Druid one. The Druid one definitely sees play. Like, directly sees play. Yeah, that's the only one that really sees plays. I'm curious if, like, in the mini set, we'll see story for some of the other classes that don't have them currently. I do, at some point, want to do a story of Sulfurous, like, OTK list. I just rather have done something with ESO first, and that's why we're focusing on ESO or Draenei. Again, there's some classes I have a lot of ideas for, and some classes I don't have any ideas for. I also thought about maybe doing like a Quest Paladin list, but we're focusing on trying to get Bathin Bodybuilder buffed up as much as possible, and then like taking cards out of our opponent's hand. That could be a fun way to do that list. I don't know. I don't think it's like unique enough for me to actually care, right? Okay, well, might as well go for quest number 3. Because if 2 can't win us the game, maybe a 3rd one can. But yeah, let me know like what other quests that I haven't done on the channel that you all would like to see. I haven't done the Rogue one. That's kind of on the list to do. I haven't done DK. I don't know how interested I'm in it with that. I would kind of be interested in maybe doing it in Wild, but I don't play Wild, and I think Wild would do bad on the channel, so maybe not. Well, they wiped out our board again. So, yeah, and Paladin I haven't done on the channel. Demon Hunter I've tried. I've really tried to make that work. Oh, and Shaman. So Shaman, Demon Hunter, Paladin, and DK. The ones that I'm missing. Oh, and Rogue. Rogue will probably be the next, truth be told. I also kind of want to do something with Titan Graph or Osk, but like, I feel like that's a card that would take over 100 games to do something with it. He's purely a card that I want to use because I want to put him on a thumbnail. If there's any other legendaries that you've wanted to see a video on ever, again, let me know down below. There's a few that I just want to use on a thumbnail that I haven't gotten to yet. Like, I want to do like a hand control-y Warlock list at some point too. Okay, how low can Farok get them? Oh, it gave us... That's ironic. Oh, who would have figured? They're almost out of cards. We've been in this game for 12 minutes. That's insane. But yeah, like, Into the Emerald Dream, I think the only legendary that I didn't do anything with that I wanted to is the Demon Hunter Bear. I just don't think there's enough, like, cheap cards to make that deck work right now in Standard. Oh, and I guess Brawl. Those were the two legendaries I never got to. But yeah, I have some fun ideas for the dual class Tavern Brawl. We will see. Wait. They just hit the fabled charge Ceaseless Expanse. Okay, well, we still have this omen from our first quest. Because we can hit here and then hit into there. They're at 25. I'm going to grab the scout because we're going to be... Well, we have the quest reward in our hand already. Okay, Storytale, might as well. I'm just trying to get some cards out of my hand. I'm not going to lie. That's the main hurdle here. So, the only way we get a one-attack minion... Also, maybe it's because I've been playing enough of this deck. Hot take, but what if we made this quest... The other suggestion I have is repeatable. Like, why not just make the requirements any type of minion and not be a beast, and then just have the reward as a beast? Because it's supposed to represent the food chain, right? And, like, everything that's alive is technically part of the food chain, right? Would be weird if they printed a card that said non-undeads. But I guess they could easily do that, right? Okay. We are only really going to get two. Okay. Grand Ursoc is interesting, but I think it is Mana Saber, actually. I really wish I had the space. Is there a way for me to get the space here? There was, wasn't there? That sucks. I guess we just pass it back to them. I can't believe that we're actually 2 quests in and we still haven't technically won this game. We're about to actually be 3 quests in and we still haven't won this game. There goes our board once again. Wait a second. They shouldn't have any poison breaths left. Yeah, the moon is going to be weird, but like... Yeah. Oh! That is actually a really nice top deck. Because it triggers both of the spell burst here. Gives us a little bit of a taunt wall. We have 2 cards left in deck. One is Odd Map. Okay, Odd Map. Please, actually, no, we'll slam this down first. Because this way we only have to pop one of the Divine Shields, so maybe, like, if they have something for both of them, they won't anymore. But yeah, we can Odd Map next turn. That gives us the quest. Probably, hopefully. As long as we get a 1-attack beast, and I think they're... Actually, I guess 3 attack... Ugh. 3 attack beasts are probably the most common beast, I would say. Okay, 1 attack, please. 1, 1, 1. 1! Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we can use the cash cow later. Actually, let's use the cash cow plus Krog. Also, the signature for Krog is actually really, really nice. Or, like, beautiful looking. You know, it's also kind of funny that I don't think there's any deck that well, I know the Toru list that I made lists or makes Frog, but like you don't really want to run him in anything. The nice thing though is randomly generating him can actually win you a lot of games. I've had a lot of games where he's mattered a lot that way. Okay, so we can coin, and shock. We can shock them for a third time. How many times do we... Okay, I mean, it's Krog again. And lifesteal, why not? And I guess another taunt just to be safe. Okay, we'll pop this. Slam down that. And then we'll go face with everything else. So I'm trying to think of like what demon gets them out of this scenario. Omen? Omen would kind of suck. But I don't think it wins them the game, right? Heal us by a little bit. Okay. That's not winning the game, but it gets them a step closer. They need like a 22 attack charge minion, but I think we got it. I can't believe this game was almost 20 minutes. 20 minutes later and 3 quest rewards later, here we are at the end of the game, I guess. Oh, that is kind of bad. I think we're fine. I think we're good to go. Let's go. This game legitimately showcases everything I wanted to with this deck. Multiple quests, using the Discover package for like multiple copies of each quest reward. Oh, it's so good. Okay, Rogue. Cycle Rogue's gone, and I think Rock Rogue is the new one that people are running. I'm curious of what this is going to be. There's a few rogue ideas that I really want to do stuff with too. I also think their quest is one of those things that like I don't know how you fixed it. Like this one, in theory, you can easily fix it, right? All you necessarily need to do is either give it repeatable or print like a better reward cards for the pool, because Discover does help it a lot. I won't lie. The other funny thing would be make the quest... Oh, it's Starship. Okay. Make the beasts that you're getting from the quest reward 1 cost. Seriously, just make them 1 cost, and then they work with Neri. You don't really have to worry too much about Plush, because Plush doesn't always have charge anymore. I don't know. I think that would be a fun little solution that they could easily do. Okay, there's Keychain, which is pretty good here. Oh, Cower and Fear. Why not? And then we get Gorilla Bot. I know we don't have any mechs in the list, but like it's just a 3 attack beast. That's legitimately all it is. I'm going to get rid of the minion that they can easily bounce back. They don't really have any death rattles, I don't think, in that list, so. Okay, there's Elise. I'm so curious if this is using Goldbeard or not. I think the stereotypical Starship Rogue is just running Elise, because it isn't really a hard deck to run her in. We trade like this. Slam down the 5 attack, and then slam down the 3 attack, so we only are missing the 7 attack. And then we can get rid of the star piece, just in case. I don't know why, just in case, but just in case. 1 less damage that we're going to take, right? Okay, Bananas is going to go a little bit bananas. Oh, never mind. It's not going to go... Well, we're taking the 1 extra damage anyways. Woo. Oh, Farok's fun. Farok's actually... Oh, that's actually the perfect card here. Quest by turn 5! Let's go! If only we could actually use some type of advantage off of that, but, you know... In theory, that's good, right? We'll probably sit on the quest reward for a few turns while we're trying to get into the Discover Scout. Oh, I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to complete the quest multiple times this game, so we might as well do it like this. Okay, bird watching. Come on, scout. There we go. Tide pupil into alien encounters. This also like empties out our hand by a decent chunk, right? Because that's the other problem with this deck is like, sure, you can get additional copies of like your quest reward, but like you end up having no space in hand, you know? Gotta be a little bit careful, and by a little bit careful, get rid of the claw right away. I get why they're running Glacial Shard, but still, I really don't think it's needed there, bud. Okay, so I actually counted the hand space for once, so we'll get 2 of each. Oh, Agmerigan is like almost always the guaranteed one that you want. Tranagil isn't bad. And also, like, all the 4 attack beasts are just like, I get it. Maybe the 4 attack beasts need like a better beast. Honestly speaking, I do think they need a better beast. 8 also, like, as a discover tool, 8 is decent at this point, but like, actually, I would say 8 attack beasts, it's fine. 6 attack beasts aren't cards you'd want to hard run in any deck like this, but like randomly generating a good chunk of them are pretty decent. It's just 4 that feels awful. Okay, let's go for Varrock. Can we get a frockin' awesome replay? Maybe not. Maybe not right now. Come on, just get them low, please. So get them low. Okay, 9 HP. I can make that work. Wind Period, I think? No. Divine Shield is interesting, though. Exodar could be pretty bad right here. Oh, no. Oh, hell. Okay, well, we do have one more Agmerigan in our hand. Oh, but we don't have any 9 cost cards. Wait a second. How much mana do we have right now? We'll have 9. Okay, there are some 9 cost demons. Come on. Come on. Come on. RGB on my side. Please. Please, 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 please. Be on my side. Please. Come on. Come on. Okay, we need to make a little bit of a space. Come on. Something good, please. Let's go. Behold, Agmerigon, Hunter. All right, now that we're through the game, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, how did this deck end up performing? Well, across the 20 games I played with it, I ended up with a 50% win rate, which honestly is better than I expected. This deck actually feels really close to being really playable. I will say this does also really demonstrate, or at least the way that I built it, the main weakness of the deck, which is the food chain. If you can use it multiple times throughout a game is actually a really strong quest, but in most scenarios, you're probably never going to be able to do it. And this deck runs out of steam really, really quick. Honestly, if they print some better beasts that you can randomly generate off of this, or maybe some better like 7 attack beasts or 1 attack beast, I think this has a lot of potential for the future. Or even if they wanted to make it similar to the Paladin quest, where it is repeatable throughout the game. Overall, though, if you're looking for a deck to use the food chain in, this is probably one of the better opportunities for you to do so. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe on the next side. Bye-bye.